And in the next couple of seconds, you'll see, or in a minute, you'll see, well, why aren't you destroyed? Or like, well, it's the end, because I'm a real nigga. I'm a real Christian. But this what is a doozy. I've been hearing and seeing in the comment sections. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it that yeah, but yeah, that Trump is all the same. Remember, remember I was like, so Teddy, you're like, well, what? But remember, I told you I'm man enough to admit it, right? That they're all on the same side. You're like, what makes you say that now? And it's like, well, maybe he's just trying to reach out. No, 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 no. It is a number of reasons that I know he's just not just trying to reach out to Puerto Ricans. Again, I don't know who the fuck I am that even Trump is gang stalking me. I'll just let them. Remember, I told you when I was a kid, New York City. Trump from New York too, right, or whatever. But he not from Queens, or he never was, low port like me. You right? Where like I said, in my grade school, in kindergarten, and not just Queens, Bedford Stuyvesant, in a couple places we live, Brooklyn, whatever. A lot of times, like I said, my best friends, my homies, were Puerto Ricans, and like I said, also, the prettiest girl in class, they can't keep her hands off me, was Puerto Rican. This ain't, the baby hair. No, this ain't no a grown man. No, this is what that's why I remember, and that's funny. That's why another thing when they started making baby hair a thing, I remember baby hair from kindergarten. Whatever her mama more than likely just sent her to school with some what you want to call Vaseline or something, because she wasn't black. And yeah, she had baby hair, right? But she's the one making me literally touch her, right? Oh, put your hand here, whatever. Uh, and like I said, as I got older, fourth, third grade, yeah, my homie Puerto Rican. I know, yeah, he was Puerto Rican. My Dominican homie. Now, Dominican, I ain't even know nothing about, but my homeboy from Dominican, he made sure to always say it. I'm from the Dominican. He always would say it. And like I said, I'd be over his house all the time, and that's where I saw Cheech and Chong videos for the first time. This is like 83, 80, still smoking, and the Corsican twins. It had to be 84 because I remember, it had to be 83 because I remember on G.I. Joe, the Zartan and the Corsican twin, they came out, but I already knew what they was because of Cheech and Chong, right? Because I remember going back to school after me and him watched Cheech and Chong in that one scene, the whoever it's supposed to be, as y'all would say, the colonializer, the French dude with that mustache and whatever that he I think he was the horse taken care of or whatever it's called, and he's his hand ended up going in the horse's head. He pulled it out and he did like this, and the friend I'd been hit by shit, and I definitely next day we must have sorted on Saturday, but by Monday. That's all I know. We all, me and him. That's all we, we was telling, because I think he had seen it either. Maybe it was his older brothers, but we got into they Cheech and Chong stash. And matter of fact, let me look it up and see if I can find that scene right quick. I just remember, uh, what I remember, we just me and him, and it wasn't like, oh, me and him know something that y'all don't know. It just I thought that's what I'm talking. That's why I don't understand y'all now thinking we're trying to be better. It's like us. This is our yeah, and yeah. He couldn't invite them over, but to me, it's like y'all. I described it good enough that you understand. Is that yeah, you are involved. Well, Corsican brothers, Corsican twins, and that's how I always been. That's why I couldn't understand y'all. Why y'all, by the 2000s, oh, he always trying to outdo us. Like what? Yeah, it's something that we all could, we supposed to be all be understand, that, because that's why we hanging it. But yeah, here it is.
I will teach you not to. My God, I have been hit with shit. Eddie.
I guess I was only in third grade or fourth grade, and you could imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't shut up about that shit because it wasn't cussing. It wasn't because it was cussing. I'm from New York. I had been cussing. It to me it was funny. I understood the context, because that part it don't show everything. He was cleaning the horse. He was brushing it with a horse brush. And at that time, I didn't understand how big a horse ass I guess it was. And he was trying to play it off. And he was doing this. He was leaning up against it, and you can see his arm fell, into the horse. It's just comedy, exactly. Even though we was only like third, we laughing our ass off. We didn't think, this is anything. I understood. Both of us understood the comedy, because he's trying to. Because if he get caught by the French king, he's going to get, beheaded or something like, or whatever. That's why we went back to whenever we got back to school, you'd imagine I've been hit by shit. I thought that's the first time I looked. I hadn't seen it since then. So what is that? 30 something years, 40 years. But I never even thought to look it up to now. I've been hit by shit.
Why don't you scream? I'm burning. What took you so long, my friend? Get away from him! I'll hit you and he screams. Nostradamus, join the party. We need some new blood. So glad to see you. Yes, you got the whip. It's my turn. Come, quick! What took you so long? Are you all right, my brother? Fix my feet. I was worried about my ankles, please. I'd like an ankle straps.
Like I don't, I assume. I remember we was together. We was in New York, Queens. This house is just, but in New York it's a lot of two-story. We was on the second floor. Our house was three-story basement, finished basement, whatever it used to call it. But I remember we was in the closet going going through, it's like some little kids going through. I don't know if it was older brother. I remember it, but it was VCR age, so it had to be maybe 84 because the VCR we had one at it was VCR tape, wasn't no beta. And I remember he wanted to show me, the teachers we watched all Up in Smoke, and and to this day, I wonder, like, why was we by ourselves there? But it was the 80s. So maybe it was like 9 or 10. I think maybe it was 84. Something like that. And because his little sisters were there. It was two little sisters. And we took care of it, And we didn't, that when we was outside playing and da-da-da-da, and chasing each other, screaming, like I said on other videos, you know. Because I'm thinking, like, right now, like, if I saw, four little kids, my neighbor, in the air, because this New York shit, we jumping on top of it. I'm like, get y'all ass off that. But nobody said a word. I know they hurt, but anyway. But then we go back inside and we watched it. We had time enough to watch the full movies, not just Corsican twins, Up in Smoke, Still Smoking. And like I said, they're not Puerto Rican or Mexican, they're Dominican. Because like I said, he made a point to say it in class. He would say that I'm from the Dominican. He made, this Queens. He made sure, like I said, to say that. But me and him, I never forget, when we watched this one, we went back to say, I've been hit by shit.
Would you please do up the other one? Oh, yes, okay. Yes, that's it, nice and tight.
But anyway, now I could be wrong, but I just gotta be honest to make sure we get our freedom. Now, and you could say, well, Trump just trying to. I get a bad feeling about this one. The reason is because he chose this 5 days ago. I ain't even see this till just now. Puerto Rico. You're like, no, I'm not. And like I said, and now, no, it's not just Dominican. My other homeboy, Puerto Rican, and honestly, he was like, I would say our leader. This was like I remember we go from that. Remember I said we'd be playing at LaGuardia Airport. He was our leader. I remember going to his house. I remember he was like, I got a transformer. I'm like, what are you talking about? But it was origami. He made it up. We was in his house. That's what I cannot understand. It wasn't like he out of paper. And this was before the toys came, to America. Now we all know, thanks to YouTube, there was toys already. And Hasbro bought them from Takari in Japan in by 84. That's when, so this was 84, but he made one. He's like, yo, he said, hey, yo, da, da, da. I'm like, what? And it was like origami. I can't explain. I don't know how this nigga did that. But he was Puerto Rican. He kind of was like our leader, But, but this right here, and then, it ain't no hate, but it's like, it's not that I don't trust Trump. Well, it's like, well, why are you doing this video if you don't? It's like, I don't know, too many, even I can be, whatever. But I'll let it play.
Great family. And two amazing Puerto Rican musical legends. They're legends, Justin Quiles and Unwell. Do you know who they are? Do you know who the hell they are? Come up here, just fast, fellas, come on. Because I don't know if these people know who the hell you are. But it's good for the Puerto Rican vote. Every Puerto Rican is going to vote for Trump right now. We'll take. Hi, fellas.
Man, see, like, before I saw this video, I would think that's just funny. It's just, the way he talked, the way I would say it. I would say it like that. But the way, see, I don't know what it is. Is it y'all infiltrated even me? But I thought you just said earlier today, no, I'm human. Said, even Jesus himself acts, So we're all human. And if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Trump would understand. And I hope I'm wrong, but.
Thank you, Mr. President, for having us here. For me, it's a real blessing to be here. I'm from Puerto Rico.
And it's not he got rappers, he's pandering. No, none of that. Like we all been said since the 80s. All the rappers that Trump been down with rappers. That's what, remember by the time all the black folks turned on him, that was the main thing we all said. Like, wait a minute, all of a sudden, all that, Trump this, 80, 89, 90, this and that, all of them were talking about Trump. And whatever. It wasn't even just talking about, but, whatever. So, I'll just play this and let it play.
We a big part of United States.
And like I said, I'm from Queens, and like I said, in my school, I had, homies from India, not American Indians, Bosnia, Puerto Rico, Dominican. Like I said, my the first one that pointed out about Adidas, that pointed out that one of us in our grade had Adidas. He was from Bosnia, and we was in the library, right? And this was like 83 or 84, and a kid in front of us had Adidas. Neither one of us, that means neither one of us could afford it. I remember he tapped me on my shoulder because it made me look down. And I never forget the words he said. To this day, the words I remember. He's like, yo, them shits are deaf. It's a white kid from Boston. No, I didn't even look at him like that. He was my homie. Matter of fact, I even went over his house to play Spy Hunter on Commodore 64. But I was saying, he was the first one. Actually, to me, he was the first one that actually in our circle that introduced Yo and Def. That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't even that. So actually, I think he lived more in the hood than I did. He was more Yo, Def, all this. Because all them words were brand new back then. 83, 80. Yo, them shit. So all of us cuss. But yeah, the way he said it is like shit. He was the one who really was the one using the word deaf and this and that. Yo, them shits are deaf. And he's pointing to some Adidas. As a matter of fact, he pointed them out, the shell toes. So that means he peeped them out before I did. I wasn't even paying attention. I know for a fact he was from Bosnia. They was legal citizens, but
big part of United States. We really depend on the United States. Since Trump hasn't been around, Puerto Rico, yeah, it's not a secret. We've been going through a lot as a country. And yeah, Biden always promise. A lot of politicians always promise through the years, but all of us know, the world knows, everybody's experienced it. The best president the world has seen, this country has ever seen. His name is President Trump. Thank you for having me here. So all my Puerto Ricans, let's stay united. Let's vote for Trump. I personally spoke with him. He wants to help Puerto Rico grow and succeed as a country. So let's stand out tall and united. And we all want to remember that. He wants to keep helping Latinos in the U.S. Let's do things the right way, and let's keep growing. Let's keep growing as a family, and let's make America great again. God bless you.
I'll also say a few words here. Mr. President, I'm beyond honored being here with you today. Mr. President, above all, I like you because I always say this, you're not a puppet. I love that about you. Yeah, I really do. I back you because I feel you're the most honest president we ever had. That's true. Saying things how they are, not what you think people want to hear. And that's very important. A lot of Latinos, we stand strong next to President Trump. A lot of Latinos, we love you as well. Thank you for sharing with us back there how important building back Puerto Rico is. And not only building up Puerto Rico, but let's make America great again. Let's go.
Wow, that's great. That's really nice. Great honor, fellas. Very talented guys, too. Just one final, a friend of mine who's been...
Now, as I came out before I even watched it. I just had to make sure. Now I feel a little bit better. Not a little bit. I feel a lot bit better. But, like I said, yeah, and I'll say really what made me the comments. Right here, somebody said, yeah, the annual to say bruh. Did he say bruh? Maybe I don't know. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, that bruh, that's what made me come out here. Because I hadn't watched it yet. Yeah, I jumped, or whatever you want to call it. That's Cardi B. Yo, I don't care, Puerto Rican, whatever. It's like, no, Puerto Rico. Well, the only real rapper, Fat Joe, big pun, but, no, come on. It has nothing to do with race. Then now you're just about race. You see me dissing all the hoes, Megan Thee Stallion, yeah. So it ain't you don't like Puerto Rico, that one say, what the fuck that bitch. And like, honestly, I'm not trying to clean. Nah, I always, Fat Joe. Honestly, a little bit more than Big Pun, Big Pun. I think I was in Virginia when when he blew up. That's always dope, but Joey Crack was a little bit. Yeah, I know what it. When he was a kid. That's what I'm saying. He's like the rest. But whatever. That's what really set me off. And I'm not trying to play it off or better explain. It's just like that. I ain't even listen to it. It's like, wait a minute. So I don't even hear what they said, bro. To me, that's some whole shit. Like, really? You supposed to be a grown. I don't care about race. We use the Cardi B. No, that's not race. We're men. All men. What I keep telling y'all. All men of every race. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican. It's just too many. Irish. I don't care. England. We all got the men. We got to stick together. That's what God loves. The Bible tells you that. All that slavery's in the Bible. That means your people. That's a good thing. I know y'all hate when. Oh, I'm not the only one to say it. That means your people turned away from God. If your people was in slavery, whoever, the white slave, all that, black, your people turned and they got punished. Jewish, obviously, we know Jewish are Hebrew slaves. Black people love saying that Israelite Hebrew slaves, sweating like a Hebrew, all that. At this point, there's no more, with Africa, there's still some slaves, but I don't think that's legitimate. What do you mean by that? I don't think it's biblical. These modern day slaves, that's why they call it sex slaves. They're not. You don't think that back in it, but that wasn't that sex slaves. That's the whole point of it, to be a sex slave. Slaves back in it, since the pyramids was something economical. I'm not uh condoning it, but they were slaves to do something, not for somebody to put inside. So if people took pleasure, that's on them. They got the answer. Every human being that ever lived got the answer for what they did when they was alive. That's what we keep telling y'all. Stop worrying. The ancestors, those are demons. Oh, you know what? God damn, I forgot about that. I'm gonna do this quick while I'm out here. Cause I didn't see this fight. Cause you know what? Honestly, I thought it was some kind of, what you want to call it, MMA shit. Tyson Fury and that dude. But they put it in my recommendations yesterday or day before yesterday. Tyson Fury and that Demetrius dude. So I heard about it, I think, years ago. But the video wasn't even too much about that. The video was about demonic shit. And when I watched it, and it's literally Tyson Fury said what all of us said. I've been saying it for years. In the video, this was what, 22 years ago? I've been saying about, this BLM. You're talking to demons. And it ain't that he heard me or heard a black person. Every Christian know there's no such thing as you're talking to ancestors or dead people. You're talking to demons. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be, and then y'all gonna be, you're on the white dudes. I don't give up with the word. That's what we keep trying to tell you. All this race shit. That's why the ancestors getting y'all fucked up. These demons, and more than likely, they probably are enjoying seeing y'all getting fucked up. Now I think about it, it's like, actually, that's what they enjoy. They ain't even trying to get us no more. They like, we might as well just have some fun and let these niggas get fucked up. They the ancestors trying to look hard. But I hold on. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Hold on. I got this other phone. I had to charge it up. I had a Tyson Fury fight. Uh, what do you? Yeah, queued up. I think. Well, not just the fight, the interview. I didn't see it. Now, where I'm from, yeah, I'm late. Yeah, you late. Go get late pass. I'm late as fuck because when the fight first happened, I remember hearing about it, but I just didn't think it was a serious boxing match. But uh, all right, so I gotta switch video. All right, I gotta end this one, and you know what? I got different phones, different accounts, so